And we begin tonight with new information on a mass shooting just outside Chicago. Authorities have arrested a man they're calling a person of interest after someone shot up a 4th of July parade in Highland Park, Illinois. Police took Robert Cremo III into custody after a short chase, but investigators say he has not been charged with any crime and, in fact, has not been named a suspect. The scene was as horrific as you can imagine, with families lining the streets to celebrate Independence Day. A man with a rifle opened fire from the top of a building, killing at least 6 people on the ground. More than 24 people were wounded or injured, ranging in age from 8 years old to 85. And we could finally put a face to one of the victims who died. Nicholas Toledo was visiting his family from Mexico. He was 73 years old, and his grandchildren described Toledo as a truly funny man who spent his last days swimming and fishing with his family. Highland Park is roughly the size of South Lake or Prosper, about as far north of Chicago as Frisco is to downtown Dallas. The shooting started about 15 minutes into that parade. Damon Fernandez joins us with an update as a lot of Americans are asking, are we safe anywhere?
You know, Chris, a lot of people are talking about this shooting right now. We've seen schools, churches, and grocery stores become killing grounds in recent months, and now add a community parade to that list. After searching hours and urging people to stay in their homes, tonight police again arrested 22-year-old Robert Cremo III. He's the man they're calling a person of interest in today's parade shooting. Now, cameras were rolling as officers chased down that man and detained him. Some call it a relief after the horror they witnessed this holiday. It started out as a holiday parade filled with families and neighbors in the city of Highland Park, a suburb of Chicago.
Hey, get on this side, get on this side.
And that Independence Day event quickly escalated into chaos on Monday. An active shooting scene that had spectators, including adults and children along the parade's path, ducking and running for cover.
You immediately heard people say bodies down.
David Baum is a doctor who was attending the parade with his family. He joined first responders and spectators leaping into action to treat the injured, all while rapid fire continued flying into the crowd.
Somebody with a gun perched up on a building taking aim on 2 corners. That's where all the people were killed. Their bodies were blown up. The people who died, the people who had body bags over them immediately, their bodies were blown up.
Investigators say along with those killed, dozens were wounded. At least 2 children are among the victims. Investigators also say the suspected gunman climbed a ladder to a nearby business's rooftop. Officers found a high-powered rifle at the scene.
Our community was terrorized by an act of violence that has shaken us to our core.
As this investigation continues, neighbors are desperate for answers.
Those people were shot going to a parade. They went to a parade.
And again, this remains an ongoing investigation. Right now, law enforcement on all government levels are working this case, picking apart every detail while trying to understand what motivated these shootings. Chris?